there is and therefore a twofold cleansing power in the blood of Jesus. The one cleansing occurs in a moment. In one moment, we receive by faith forgiveness for all the sins we have committed. And the second cleansing is a continuing process, which is the one we're at right now. It's a continuing process by which we, by faith, are cleansed from all indwelling, unconscious sin as we acknowledge it. So Daniel 12:10 says this: there's an outward washing with water, right? Inward is purification by fire. I thought that was interesting. Outward washing with waters, and that's the baptism when the believer goes through a baptism, right? It's the outward washing with water, and we're signifying that we're followers of Christ and we're being cleansed, right? That's what the baptism signifies. But inward is purification by fire. So these battles that we are going to face, whether it's an illness, whether it's a trial within a relationship or whatever, like you just talked about, it's inward purification by fire. We have to, I've preached this many times, but gold has to go through fire to become that precious jewelry. Diamonds are formed at the deepest parts of the earth with a lot of pressure, a lot of heat, right? And it becomes that precious. And how expensive are diamonds? I mean, aren't they your best friends, ladies' best friends, diamonds? Yeah, and you wouldn't reject the diamond if I brought you.
No, I wouldn't.
That's right. And then us men that have gone through kidney stones, if they were only diamonds, right? All the pain that we have to bear if they were only diamonds, right? But unfortunately, they're not. They're calcium stones. But besides the point is that all these pains and suffering that we go experience through life, it's a test of faith, but it's also to get us to another season, to get us to another level, to draw us closer to God. But many of us don't understand it. And instead, we look at our situation and we question God. Why? Why me? And we start having pity parties. And I think you've brought something before in a message or a Bible study. It's
Psalm 77.
Wasn't it with Elijah's, don't ask the why,
Ask where.
but where.
Yes. Yeah. The story of Elijah.
We instead of sitting there and
Focusing
questioning
on the
God,
problem. We're like, why is this
me?
happening?
Yeah, so
why am I being
why,
threatened?
God,
why am I facing persecution? Well, instead of asking why, it's like,
where is God taking me with
where's
this?
God taking me?
And he's doing
where
is
is he
drawing
directing
you
me?
close.
Where is he transitioning me? Where is he moving me to? Because they're shifting. There's a shift with whatever it is that you're experiencing.
But there's always something to be learned in these trials and tribulations. That's my whole thing. You always take something, and I still to this day they're as loud as a song. But when I was in Iraq, my dad wrote a letter to me, and he told me to find the beauty in war. And I thought that was an oxymoron because I was like, well, how do you find beauty in war? It's ugly. War is ugly, you know. But when you take a deeper thought and you digest it, there's beautiful things to take away. The friendships that I have formed to this day, they're my brothers in arms, my battle buddies that I stay in contact with. That those relationships would have not formed or built outside of that, you know. The point being is that we go through trials, we go through tribulations, and we go through something because God is teaching us. He's taking us somewhere else in our lives to draw us closer to Him.
Yeah.
Many will be purged, cleansed, and refined, but the wicked will act wickedly, and none of the wicked will understand. But those who have insight will understand. So that's why when we draw close to Jesus and we start reading His Word and start drawing roots and building roots into Him and getting to know who He is, that blood, it's precious blood. It wasn't in vain, but it was for a reason. Those who have insight will understand. That is the insight. The insight is His living Word. When we come to it, when we are going through suffering and trials and tribulations, we come to Him. We cry out to our God.
Yes.
Get me closer to you, God, because you're taking me somewhere. What is it that you want me to learn?
Yeah.
What do I need to take from this, and why am I gonna get there, or how am I gonna get there? Is what I'm trying to say. You know, not the why, but where do you want me to go? Where do you need me to go? Take me there, and let's do this. And we like a boxer. You take your punches, but God is gonna deliver, and He delivers the victory.
Yes.